Boss Up with Credit K. We're here with another great side hustle, business, entrepreneurial endeavor. My sis, RainaK.
Hello, hello, hello.
You see, we are in her shop. She just laid and sprayed and did the damn thing on my dreads, getting ready for a lit weekend. And I just wanted to bring you this hustle of, I guess, home-based loctician, home-based beauty, a way to make extra income inside your own home. You book your own appointments, book your own clients, find them, attract them, give them good service, and they'll come back just like I do. So I want to introduce Raina.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey. All right, so basically tell me, when did you get started? How did you get started? What made you start, hooking people up? You know what I mean? Like
well, like I started doing hair when I was younger. Family, friends, people from high school, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So that's been over 20 years ago.
It's
okay. It's okay. But I started taking it more serious, jumping over into lots and things like that probably about 8 years ago.
Okay.
Started out with my son, branched over to his friends, other people in the neighborhood, and just kind of grew from there.
Okay, cool. So doing about 20 years now, but you say full time, say like, well, just kind of on this
branching out
on yourself about 10 years now.
Yeah.
Okay. So 10 years in the lock game. Any ups and downs? Is this kind of like consistent, like hustle, consistent business? Is it like seasonal? Do you have like ups and downs, peak times when you're seeing?
I'll say it can be whatever you make it.
Okay.
Pretty much, I say start with the free stuff as far as like social media. That's automatic free marketing right there. And then, of course, word of mouth by way of people. You give good service, they're going to tell somebody else. They're going to tell somebody else, and, of course, they're going to come and mess with you, whatever.
Okay.
I say my peak season is more so between summertime and back to school. Because that's why I try to keep my pricing the way I do, because I know a lot of parents, they may can't
change
afford
pricing during some time?
No, I usually don't go up on my prices until like maybe after a year or two.
Okay.
I do look at other people that are in the area that are doing some of the same things that I'm doing. They're doing the same caliber of work that I'm doing, so that's how I kind of gauge my pricing. Yeah.
I always do market research in this business, no matter what type of business it is. Knowing your opponents, knowing your competitors, knowing who is doing business in your area and what they're charging. You don't want to price yourself too low.
Yeah.
When you start getting too many clients, like, hold on, I gotta up the price on it. So how often do you do this? Do you work every day? Do you do on the weekends? How often is this? Do you have a full-time job?
Yeah, I do have a full-time job where I work a steady schedule, so that allows me the flexibility to do this whenever I want to, because this is not my mainstay. This is not my main
So this is just a
form of
side
income.
hustle.
This is just a side hustle. Yeah.
Okay.
But I am available to do it 7 days a week. Only because I am doing it part-time pretty much.
Gotcha.
So like my steady off days, my schedule is pretty much open. And then during the other days when I am working, I'll probably do it like more so in the evening, which again is a convenience for a lot of parents, a lot of people that are working. So that way they're not in a rush. It's like, oh, I got to make it to this hair appointment by such and such time, or I have to take off a day of work or whatever, because I have evening slots available as well. So that's another thing that I incorporated, that is convenient for me and convenient for my clients.
Okay. Speaking about convenience, so how do you book? Do you have like an online booking system? Do you just people call you, write you down? How do they pay you? Do you have a prepaid, like a referral, what they call the when you lock down, prepayment penalties or anything like that? How do you run your schedule?
I opted out of doing like cancellation fees and deposits and things like that because life happens, you know. But I do have a booking site. I did upgrade to that. Beforehand, when I first started, I was pen and paper with everything. People just call me or text me or whatever. So I was pen and paper with everything.
And stick a schedule up.
Exactly. That's right. I literally had like a really large desk calendar, and I would just write it down. And I had a smaller calendar that I would travel with, make sure both of those correspond with one another. But I did go ahead and upgrade and do just a regular booking site that I have available. That way I can even flex time on there as well. So I treat myself just like an employee, even though I'm the only one that's doing it. I do treat myself like an employee. By if I'm going on vacation, I'm going to go on my calendar and block off that time. So that way I know no one is scheduling during that time. So that way, again, it's convenient for people. And I still give them the option to, hey, just call me or text me. If you don't see something available on the site, call me, text me. We may be able to work something out.
Okay.
So,
You're saying being flexible for your, you know, people is key in this business. You know, you don't want to just be strict on them. You know, if you've got them people coming back, you want to be flexible and allow, you know, grace, and people are going to come back to you.
Oh, yeah. It has worked out tremendously. it has.
Okay,
it really
so
has.
so you would say this is definitely a profitable side hustle. They're profitable.
Oh, yeah.
Something that you definitely want to do. Okay, all right. So
most definitely.
There you hear it. There it is. Another side hustle, another entrepreneurial endeavor, another active income where you can flip and turn it into another investment, another endeavor in your own free time. So you can take this and eventually get your own salon, grow up, or you can keep it this how it is and keep it, you know, extra source of income and supplement your income, supplement your full-time income. Keep it as vacation money. You can do whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah.
All right. Next time.
Bye. You know, and be like, no, I don't really want to do this and that. And it's like, for instance, I had one young lady that agreed to be like a model and do like some promo stuff on Natural Hair Services. Because it's like, hey, I think you have free to promote and do that move. Okay, cool. Because at that time, I was trying to branch out into doing more natural hair services that didn't require you to add hair. Because some people that are going natural, they feel like that's the only thing they can do is soak their hair. You know, you can do other stuff with just your natural hair. But she went through some things and ended up just cutting all her hair off. So, you know, once again, it's like it's kind of finicky. You never know what people are going through and what they do. And one of the first things that a lot of people do is go to whatever they have control over. Their appearance is one of those things. So that's why I know people change their mind real quick. And I wouldn't stake my livelihood on just saying, yeah, I'm about to go do this because that's not where I'm at. I'm going to take a lot more self-promoting and also just a loyalty to other people that you do service.
Yeah, once you get your, you know, client base, it shouldn't be that hard. So trying to keep folk in rotation. Before you, like I said, people go through changes. You might, like I said, cut the whole hair off next week, so they whole lot journey gone. That's client, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So, I mean, I have my mainstay people that's been coming for years, and it's like, yeah, they know they're not wavering from whatever it is they do, even if they just bounce back to doing something else natural with their hair. But I just know, like I said, even just from my own personal experience, it took me a while to even just go ahead and decide to lock my hair. Because I would do my own hair and just like, oh, next week I see something different, I want to change it. And that's why I knew I had to get all of that out of my system before I even started my own lockdown.